Today I'm going to be showing you how to build the base and explaining how to upgrade and the strategies for easily beating 30 waves and getting 5,000 kills. Now spending a million is harder. You're going to actually have to let a lot of shit get destroyed. This base, you're not going to spend a million because nothing gets destroyed, especially after you get going. And I'm going to explain why nothing gets destroyed either. So the first thing you want to do is you want to build 4 across 3 deep barriers. That's before you even place any turrets. 4 across 3 deep in barriers. So your first like 7 waves, don't even buy a gun. Because you have these barriers, you can just play melee with the machete in front of the barriers. And as you go up to the 7th wave, you're also going to be adding flame turrets and regular turrets. Space out your flame turrets and put as many regular turrets as you can in the front line. That would be 5. The 6th one is going to go in the back. Now, I've tried it out in front, but you don't want to aggro the explosive dude. You want to keep taking him out in the middle. So, all these turrets here are just to kill all the spinners and the electric dudes. See, before I get into all that, the second thing you're going to build is these spinning wheel spikes. You're going to place one there and one here parallel to the pillar, the angle on the pillar, as you can see. Next, you're going to place these spinning traps as close to the barriers as possible. You should be able to walk in between. Now, you have invincibility frames if you happen to put it too far out, so you can dodge through and not take damage, and they don't do that much damage, so you should be fine if one is slightly out, but then when it gets destroyed, fix it. Also, you can duck behind them after you're when you're doing loops. This one is just the slightest bit off. That's why I put this barrier here so I could duck behind it. I know now moving here will catch it, but it should be maybe just like the slightest smidge to the left. As you can see, the other ones are a little bit more forward. That one's a little bit more back, but it's fine. It's just it doesn't catch one or two of the dudes going around the corners, but the turrets will shoot them, or you will evade and just do another lap, or that will catch it. So, but ideally you want it also where you can fall back around the corner for 2 seconds and then loop back around. So that is all the pieces to the base. I'm going to be showing you a little gameplay of how to actually utilize this base. Also want to get into the upgrades. So you're not going to be upgrading any guns right away. You should be fine with your pistol and your machete for the first 7 waves. Now, you don't. This is just if you want to get like really built up really fast. So what you want to do is you want to go level 1 on the barricade, then level 1 on the flamethrower, then level 2 on the turret, then level 2 on the barricade, then level 3 on the turret, because we want the turret to kill all the electric and spitter dudes that are trying to kill our spinning trap. The log ones are fine. They're only vulnerable to bombers, so they won't even target those, but they will target these. So we need the turrets to be able to kill them so we don't lose any of our grinders. After you have the barricades to 2, the turret to 3, and the flamethrower to 2, then you're going to do the deadly spinner trap, so it can take 1 bomb and not explode. It's very unlikely you're going to get hit with 2 bombs. If you're getting hit with 2 bombs in one wave, then you need to adjust your strategy a little bit. And then you're going to upgrade the zombie grinder or weapon. You can upgrade a weapon or the grinder. I like the AK-12 and the RPG. That's really all you need, and really late game, all you really need is the RPG. So as far as the skills you should be buying, now if you want to get set up really fast, go for discount for repairs. Now if you do that, it's going to make it harder to get the million challenge, just FYI. But first thing you want to buy is health, because you're going to be standing in front of the barricades and trying to hold off the first 7 waves basically with a machete, and just occasionally doing a loop around to get more health. You could also do health regeneration, so mix it up between these two first 7 waves. After that, the most deadly enemy is the electric zombie for you, so you want to reduce that. Now you should be really good at dodging bombers after a couple of games, so I wouldn't say this is absolutely needed right away, but next up, less damage from bombers, less damage from acid, get the health regeneration all the way up, 1 or 2 in stamina once you start struggling a little bit, longer sprint, more health points, and if you're struggling, if anything's getting blown up, do the discount for repairs. I did this to try to get set up really fast and see just how crazy I could get it. But as you can see, I'm holding 461,000 right now. I really didn't need to do that. And then armor. Armor will give you the ability to get the armor spawn on the board too. So you can get that somewhere in the mix after like all the health and the stamina, or mix it in with the stamina. And then after that, do whatever you want. Zombie resistance, you're pretty much set. So I'll show you a wave, because a wave is pretty long. And then you can see the strategy of how to actually utilize this base. But it's really OP. Alright, so what you want to do is you want to check the board and make sure there's no bomber dudes. If there's no bomber dudes, then you'll run behind the log and then you'll slowly move forward. That will basically kill everybody. If anybody's left alive, you can do another loop. But immediately when you're done, get out of there, because you want to make sure that no bomber dudes are going to spawn in off the next set. Once again, once you've confirmed no bomber dudes have spawned in, we have 1 log for if you're closer to the right, 1 log if you're closer to the left. Sometimes they get through, so be ready to dash a little bit. You can take a quick lap to the other side, because it takes a couple seconds for the log to kill, and you can finish off the wave or the set. Now, bomber dudes, you really have 2 choices. You could just go really quickly and take the bomber dudes out as you see them, or you can use them as bombs and kill large groups. I tend to use them as bombs just to make sure that I clear the wave, but it's really not needed. You could just shoot them right away. And to speed this up, I might the only thing is you have to check and see if you're gonna get another bomber dude if you kill anybody with the bomber dude. But if you can kill him solo, then you can go to the logs real quick and take out the group. Because I have so many enemies spawning in at once now, I'm kind of using them as bombs. Wave 10 or so, I was just, whenever I saw them, I take them right out. Just see if the next one that spawned in was one. So once again, this is for 30 waves, just an all-around OP base and 5,000 kills. To spend $1 million, unless you like shit get destroyed, it's gonna be really hard to do it with this base. What you would want to do if you want to spend $1 million is just keep buying. Put like 2 of the spinning ones in the back, or 1 spinning one in the back, and then every wave just throw 3 out in the middle so they get destroyed and you can spend 30,000 more. Or let the last couple bombers just wreck your base and rebuild it. But that might be a little bit more annoying to do because you gotta sit there and get all the pieces right. I would just make it a little bit harder on myself and just throw the stuff out in the middle. You can spend $1 million roughly by wave 40. Between 30 to 40, depending on how much shit you get destroyed and how much money you pick up. Getting the money at the traps is a little bit hard, but this base is so OP. If you just let a couple of things get destroyed each wave and you spend 30 grand each wave, then you can definitely get the $1 million that way. All you really do is do laps, watch for bombers, kill the bomber, and then when there's no bombers, loop them into the traps. It is quite easy to do high waves on this game. The enemies don't increase speed. Even at a slow pace, they just won't catch you. So evading them could not be easier. The only thing that's gonna fuck you up is if you play overly aggressive and you fuck yourself over. Or you accidentally walk into a bomber or something. Oh shit. Nice thing is when you do walk into your trap, it doesn't really hurt. Take a little damage. That's another reason I put them back. You can put them closer and dodge through them, but it kind of pushes you to the side when you get hit by it, so then you have to adjust your camera. You lose a little bit of momentum, so I just like them in the back. Plus it gets all the spitters and the electric dudes. As you can see, doing high waves is quite easy. All I have to do is rocket some bomber dudes. And if I happen to run out of rockets, I have another gun leveled up. But you don't even, they go down so quick, you really don't even need another gun leveled up. You could take it out with like the AK-12, a few shots or like a sniper bullet or two. Level 1, not even upgraded. Take a little bit of a chance since I only killed 2. And once you upgrade your log and your spinning wheels, they can actually survive one hit from a bomber. Oh, hello, bomber. You're bomber. Oh, I shot through his legs. What the fuck? Kinda wanna get a headshot now with the rocket. Kind of hard to tell if it landed on the head. It was lined up. Oops. Alright, that 100% was a headshot. Too lazy to swap weapons. You can come over here. You too. There you go. And that's how you beat level 30 and do high waves. This base is just so OP. I haven't lost a turret or a flamethrower since like I lost one, I think, early on. And yep, that's how you do high waves. Get your 5,000 kill challenge, get your 30 wave challenge done. And if you want to get the $1 million challenge, just use less in the back until you spend $1 million and just throw a couple things out in the middle to get destroyed. I hope that helps.